A new high-flying object shot down, this time over Lake Huron. And this is the fourth object that was taken down in more than a week. NORAD releasing a statement saying President Biden ordered the takedown. This time, the military used an F-16 jet to shoot down the unidentified object that was flying low at 20,000 feet. The military has been on high alert since last week's Chinese spy balloon was destroyed. Our team is tracking tonight's breaking news, and we do start with correspondent Joe Khalil live for us in Washington, D.C. Joe, what are we learning about this newest incident?
Yeah, here we go again, Natasha. This time, we know President Biden ordered that this thing be shot down just a little before 3 o'clock afternoon Eastern time. It was flying over Michigan airspace, not far from the Canadian border. And the Pentagon says that it was shot down ultimately in a way where people on the ground were not at risk, but that we were able to recover a lot of the debris. Interestingly, they also confirmed that this object, whatever it was, is very likely the same thing that was flying over Montana yesterday. And we got some conflicting reports there because we had heard from NORAD that whatever was on the radar over Montana was actually a false alarm, that it was an anomaly. Now, that was not true, it turns out. That was inaccurate because we now know it was a real object flying over Montana, and whatever it was made it all the way to Michigan, flying nearly over the whole country and eventually shot down today. We do have a statement from NORAD here. It says, quote, based on its flight path and data, we can reasonably connect this object to the radar signal picked up over Montana, which flew in proximity to sensitive DoD sites. We did not assess it to be a kinetic military threat to anything on the ground, but assess it was a safety flight hazard and a threat due to its potential surveillance capabilities. So important, that last bit there, because the Pentagon acknowledging that this very well could have been spying on Americans and on our military installations throughout the country. Now, just to recap, as we mentioned, this is now 4 instances in the span of a week where U.S. fighter jets have shot things down over North America, including the one in Michigan today. Lawmakers were talking about this earlier, and many of them said it should raise alarm bells. We heard from Republican Mike Turner, who said essentially that we really need to beef up our missile defense and our radar.
We're going to have to begin to look at the United States airspace as one that we need to defend and that we need to have appropriate sensors to do so. This shows some of the problems and gaps that we have. We need to fill those as soon as possible.
So, Natasha, a lot of our sensor and radar technology, according to these lawmakers, was designed a long time ago to catch things like missiles or like foreign aircraft coming into the United States and our airspace. Not exactly these sort of floating balloons or whatever these objects are that are flying much slower. So lawmakers today, Democrats and Republicans, really talking about how maybe it's time to revisit the technology so that we can sort of stay ahead and catch these things quicker. But again, important to note, these weren't designed exactly to be finding the things that we are now finding and shooting down.
And Joe, we've been able to confirm these objects are being shot down because we're hearing first from members of Congress about it rather than the White House or the Pentagon alerting the public about it. Is that right?
Yeah, we've definitely noticed that. We're able to confirm a lot of these things because some members of Congress, whether in the Senate or in the House, are just alerting the public about it. So it does raise some questions as to whether that should be the responsibility of the White House, why the White House and the Pentagon are not coming forward right away, getting ahead of it, and letting the public know important information that they need to know. Now, we do expect that the Pentagon is going to do a briefing sometime in the next hour. We will learn something from the Pentagon. But you're right to point out the reason that most of the public knows about this now is because they've been confirmed by members of Congress, not by defense officials, not by the White House.
All right, Joe Khalil live for us in Washington. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.